What's up? Welcome back. Jack here with DevSlopes.com. And we're still in the general setup section. I just want to cover something real fast, and that is about NPM or the Node Package Manager and installing packages. Now, we're going to get really in-depth in Node Package Manager a little bit later on in the course, but I just want to give you a little taste of what Node Package Manager is like, or NPM, and show you how we can install a package real fast and some of the useful things that are out there. So let's take a look real quick. First thing, I'm going to pull up my web browser. Okay, so if we go to npmjs.com, and you see now the tagline says never perfectly managed. But up here in the Find Packages search bar, you can search for, there's thousands and thousands of NPM packages that you can use with Node. So if I just start typing, and one really popular package is Readline Sync. So if I just type in Readline, you see here's Readline Sync, and there's a lot of different readlines that you can use. But we're going to download this one. This is just an example. We're probably not going to use it in this course, but I just want to show you real quick what NPM is all about. So if we click on that Readline Sync package, it takes us to the project page here. And all the documentation is here. And basically, Readline Sync is it's a package that lets us have grab input from the user from the console. So if we pull up our terminal here, let me rearrange these windows just a little bit. And I change the directory to my desktop, and then I've got a folder called Node Playground. And go into that. We go here. Now then, NPM, like I said, is a lot more than just a package manager. We can actually use NPM to set up a project for us. So if I do NPM init, it's going to set up a project for us. And on this one here, you can get really in depth in this project file, but I'm just going to accept the default so we can move on. Just going to hit enter on all these, and then we'll take a look at the generated file. Alright, so I just accepted the defaults on all those. And you see now if I do an ls, I've got a package.json file in that folder. And if I take a look at that file, you see here it's got our project name, which it got from the folder. It's got the version, description, you can add an author, a license, all that kind of stuff. Now, one thing about NPM is when we install packages, we're going to use an option. It's a -- save option. And that will put our packages as dependencies inside of our package.json file. And what that's good for is you're going to probably be developing on your local machine, and you're going to install all these packages and everything. Well, if you save them in your project file as a dependency, then when you publish or send your package to production, like on DigitalOcean or something like that, all those dependencies are listed there, and all you've got to do is run npm install with that package.json file there, and it will install all those packages for you. So let's go ahead and get out of this. The way we will install this is we'll just say npm install readline-sync, and then we'll add the -- save and hit return. And it goes out and grabs Readline Sync and installs it. Now if we do an ls, you see we've got a new folder called node_modules. That's where all of our modules are installed. And if we take a look at our package.json file, you see here now under dependencies, we've got Readline Sync right there. So if we copy this to a new machine with Node and NPM installed, and we just ran npm install with this package.json file in the folder, it would go out and download Readline Sync and install it on that machine. It's pretty cool. It's a really diverse ecosystem, and there's a ton of packages out there. So now that we've got that installed, we can go ahead and make use of it. So by default, I just accepted the defaults. So our base file is going to be index.js. We're just going to roll with that. And I'm just going to go through this little example here that's on this web page. So we're just going to require readline sync. And don't worry about a lot of this syntax. We're going to get into it a little bit later. This is just a quick, simple example. And that's it for our little example. I'm going to go ahead and save this file. And so now if we do an ls, you see we have index.js in there as well. So if I type node and then index.js, it's going to run that. Okay, so now we get a prompt. And this is all because of the magic of readline sync. We didn't have to code all that in there or anything. It's provided for us through that package. So it asks for my name. I'm just going to type in my name and hit return. And you see I get back, hi Jack. So that's just a quick introduction to NPM. There's a lot of things you can do with it. We're going to get into those. Just wanted to do a quick, brief overview just so you could see what it looked like. So let's go ahead and move on. And in the next section, we're going to go ahead and do a quick API. Don't expect you to understand everything, but it's more of a hello world example. And I want you to code along with me and get your own up and running, just so that we can kind of start to build the basics. And then from there, we'll jump into JavaScript basics and then finally into building our API. So until then, let's go ahead and jump into the next lesson and get rolling.